Suppose I want to explore something that I don't already know the name for, or I just want to look at general things from my research topic. One useful tool for using Arkyves is the website ICONCLASS.org. I'm going to browse the ICONCLASS schedules. The schedules, these numbers from 0 to 9, are ways of classifying topics. So let's say my professor, I'm an undergraduate, has assigned me a project on images of biblical history or the Bible, and I don't know that much about the Bible. By clicking on number 7, the Bible, I can expand the architecture to show me subcategories. I have the option of Old Testament or New Testament as one of my other subcategories, including these other options that you see listed here. Let's go with Old Testament for the sake of argument. And again, you'll get subcategories. You can see that Arkyves adds an additional number and then a letter, and then more numbers to distinguish these categories. And the system is actually really interesting, and if you want to learn more about it, you can spend time with the browser or reading the ICONCLASS.org website. But let's say I'm interested in images of the book of Job. I see that that is 71W. I can either copy, paste that, or in the case of this particular one, just type it in. If I go to arkyves.org and I type in 71W, I get a more precise search than if I just wrote the book of Job in English, even though these come up as suggestions. Because different cataloging institutions use different languages and different words to describe their objects, it's often more precise to use a number from the schedule than it is to just use words. It's also a good way of exploring sources you might not even know existed. Arkyves has things like famous paintings from the Rijksmuseum, but also single-issue prints from the Herzog August Bibliothek, or photographs from Bilderdex Marburg. So here I've entered 71W. I'm going to press the search bar here, and my images come up. You'll notice lots of different sources, including some of the emblem books and other prints come up first. Suppose I'm looking for a research topic within the Book of Job. These images might help me find one. This time, I'm going to limit my search by collection type. So instead of using the type here, bibliography, book illustration, etc., I'm going to look only within the virtual print cabinet. The virtual print cabinet is a German project that I know will contain mostly German language prints. So if I was doing this sort of search, maybe I'm doing research for a German class on Luther's Bible or something like that. So I apply this filter to my search results, and this is what I get. You'll note that this print by Hans Siebald Behm, called Job in seiner Freude, is in fact labeled only in German, but I found it using the code word 71W that I got from the ICONCLASS schedule. So even if I don't speak German, I can find this source. And let's say I wanted to find out more where this source came from, so I could cite it. This particular photograph includes that information, but you can also find that in the upper left-hand corner of the panel. Let's say I want to use this image in my research paper, presentation, etc. I'm going to show the URLs for downloading. This means that I can take the image, save it to my desktop, drag it to a folder, whatever. So if I click on this, I can download a full resolution image. I should also note that within the page itself, you can zoom in on the image, and this zoom is really great for most of these images. A lot of them are very high resolution. Now, let's suppose I develop an interest in the artist who made this print. I can just click on Hans Siebald Behm's name here, and it will bring up all the prints by that artist. Again, though, Arkyves isn't just a tool for art historians or for people who need images. It's also a tool for texts. Suppose I'm interested in the Luther Bible and its consequences. I might look for something like that. And again, you'll get images, but also capital letters from Luther's publication and full pages of the text itself. This can be one way of finding a good research topic using a really broad database that includes things that are not present in ArtStore and are not findable on Google Image Search. So what you should remember about using Arkyves is that the schedule, I'm going to bring up that page again, can be a useful tool to find objects in languages you don't know, or to find more specific images for something you're already looking for.